Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. Today, I'm having a little chat with Tom, and I've known Tom actually for a little while. I want to say that we met when he was still at his previous role at an M&I forum in Abu Dhabi. I think so.
That would be correct.
And since
Which is
then, we've
now
been
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Has it? I was trying to calculate that. I think 2 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. Since then, we've been keeping in touch with each other online, or we've seen each other at different trade shows or forums. And so I'm going to hand it over to Tom now, and he'll give you a little introduction to who he is, what he does, where he is right now, what the situation is right now for him. And yeah, take it away, Tom.
Thank you so much. My name's Tom, and as the beginning of this decade, which of course is a great decade to start in your own company, I'm the commercial director of VISENSO, which is a boutique agency of travel ambassadors, which I run together with my friend and business partner, Sergio Taveras. So we focus on all five senses and igniting them in luxury travel. And in my role, I'm mainly responsible for the sales of Spain and Portugal for all of our clients, and then some of our clients, the entire Europe. And then the portfolio is actually 18 destinations, which is a split of DMCs, an event, villas, hotels, hopefully some yachts in the future, but let's see what all comes out of this.
True.
It's a very interesting situation. I'm at the moment in Holland with my parents. So living back at home after not living there for the last 12 years has been a change, but it's been a good decision. I was on a ski trip with some friends when everything kicked off and we went back. Spain announced that they were going to go on full lockdown on the day that I would fly back, and I decided not to fly back. And actually, it's been a good decision because Holland decided to do a educated lockdown, which technically means that we're still allowed out of the house, but we're advised not to. And all the non-essential shops are closed, but you could still go for a run, or you could still go do your groceries and everything like that. Which, especially with the weather in Holland, I think we had like almost 200 hours of sun. Has been fortunate compared to being inside an apartment in, well, where I'm normally based, which is Madrid.
So we're quite lucky in that respect that we still get to go out and go for walks and do things like that with social distancing and whatnot. So you are at home with your parents, which is obviously a huge difference for you. How have you set yourself up? Do you have your own space that you can work from? Are you following your typical working hours? Because, is it still very busy for you? How is it all happening?
So I work actually from the living room. So I have a very nice open plan office.
Very nice. Very nice.
Which is here. And the nice thing is that I'm next to the window, so you have the garden light come in. So yeah, it makes sure that I still have everything around me that I need, fresh air, sunlight, everything like that coming in.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, my mom works from the office upstairs, and my dad works from his office, which is still in operation. So technically, during the day, I have the house to myself. So it's nice. And then I've set it up in such a way, well, I set myself up that now finally, yes, the first week was tough. I won't lie, it was tough because of the situation. It was tough because I'm back at home. I don't have all my stuff here because I was on a ski trip, so I don't have everything. But now it's fine. So what I do is I wake up every morning at 7:30. At 8 o'clock, I do a small workout with some friends via either Zoom or something. So at least it motivates each other to get up and do something.
Yeah.
And then I want to be at my office at 9:30-ish. And then, yeah, I go with the flow of the day. It's a combination of actual work because, of course, there's still something happening in our industry, but not much. We've had, of course, in the beginning, a lot of the movement from rebooking from Q1 into Q3, Q4.
Yeah.
But that's more or less done now. And also because we're travel ambassadors, it's our partners that do all the hard work. So yes, we're there to support, but it's not what our day-to-day is. So what we're doing now mainly is with our partners to develop, okay, where can we be more creative? Where can we really develop? What can we really showcase in the destination? Like everyone is seeing, there's a lot of promotion happening everywhere. So we're trying to make that a little bit more personal and see, I think like these type of interviews, chats are really interesting because it shows you the person behind the brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we've been seeing that as well by one of our partners, AG Brands, that do the sales for one of our partners, Destination Asia, in the Latin American market, and they're really showcasing who's behind the scenes and who's actually in the company. I think that's nice.
Now, what are your 3 daily essentials now?
So if it's only 3, well, then for one, for a person like me, my workout in the morning is essential. If I can't get it in the morning, especially because we work with Asia, sometimes I have to be up early for a call or something, then I'll make sure I do a run in the afternoon, having the benefit of the educated lockdown. Like some of your other guests have already said, coffee.
Yeah,
definitely need a lot of that with a lot of water on the side, and my laptop. I'm really happy I decided to bring that on the ski trip, because otherwise this would have been a shit show.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. Okay, so obviously you're very big on working out, which is one of your things. As I follow you on Instagram, I know that you're a big fitness buff. What are you doing from a wellness perspective? Obviously, physically, you are doing your workouts with your friends remotely, but also from a mental perspective. How are you practicing wellness?
So for me, I've already been trying for a long time to pick up periodic fasting. But it's always been hard because of real workouts and schedule and everything. So that I've really picked up now. And the first week was tough. Not eating until like 12, 1 o'clock.
Which one are you following? Are you doing 16/8 or?
Well, at the moment I'm doing either 24.
Wow,
which means
that's hard.
It works with the best. So I make sure that I have my breakfast at 2. So I literally just had it. Then I'll have dinner because of the Dutch lovely dinner time that they love to have at 6, which I've pushed my parents to 7. But yeah, most of the time 2:30 breakfast, 6:30 dinner, and in between maybe some snacks. But it just helps. And after that, I'm okay. Brushing your teeth early helps.
That's a good piece of advice. Okay, and what are you doing from a mental perspective?
I really enjoy reading again. Well, I always liked it, but of course I have time now. So really taking that time out of your day to, well, I try to do 1 business book a week. Look, they don't have to be big. This one is 0 to 1, and it is 200 pages.
Okay.
So in a week, that's 30 pages every day.
Achievable.
That's not even an hour.
Yeah.
And then I try to do a leisurely book every 2 weeks. So at the moment I'm reading Becoming from Michelle Obama.
Okay.
And just in the evenings, instead of avoiding Netflix binging, I'll pick up the book for an hour, and still I'll watch my Netflix series, but at least it's not just that.
True. That's true. And can you give us any recommendations? Because obviously you've been reading a lot, you've been watching, you've been working out, anything that you've been anyone that you've been following, or any shows or any books where you can give us a recommendation that's been bringing you sort of joy and some entertainment in these days?
Yeah, in general, and this is for everyone very easy to do. Just open up your phone, go through your contact list, and be like, who haven't I spoken to that I should have? And even if you don't want to speak to them, just send them a message. Hey, I know this is a strange time. We haven't spoken for a while. How are you doing? And
that's
it
good.
just brings joy to the other. And then most of the time you get something back, or they call, or you get on. So that helps. And then I think for me personally, Gary V, American entrepreneur, really, really cool.
He's awesome.
And he picked it up really well with COVID, everything that's happening. Of course, he's been if you follow him for a bit longer, predicting this would happen, not this exactly, but some market crash would happen.
Yeah.
So he's also using this as a business opportunity.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But that inspires us a lot as well. Like, okay, what can we do? How can you change your mindset that this is actually also an opportunity?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I follow him on everything, and I listen to everything, and so I'm all for Gary Vee. I guess now that, you know, as you mentioned, you know, we are online and we're consuming a lot of content. Are you practicing some kind of digital detox at all, like every day?
Yes and no. So I'll open up my phone first thing in the morning just to make sure that there's any emails that I should see that I quickly need to action on, or make sure that I do straight away when I get into the office. And then after that, I try to the first hour not use any phone, social media, or anything most of the time, because I quickly read my hour. And I've put myself especially a very strict rule on that I don't watch any news until like 6 p.m. It's the main time that the Dutch news presents everything on the main channel. My parents always want to watch it, so I'll watch it then. After that, I go through the worldometer just to make sure that I have an idea of the numbers of the virus. I'll watch the Dutch news online, do the Financial Times, just get through everything in like an hour. And then that's it, no more news. And I try to limit myself to replying to emails only twice a day. For the partners we have in the Asian side, first thing in the morning, and then later in the evening after dinner, I'll pick up everything else that we have in the Latin American and North American and Caribbean side. And then that's about it. And actually, it's also shown me a lot that we don't have to open our inbox 200 times a day. Because if you focus that you action everything then and then everything, that also gives people, of course, if something really urgent is needed, we'll do it. But in general, I don't think we need to open our inboxes and be online as much as we are.
Is that sort of one of the realizations you've come to being in this situation? And have you come to other sort of realizations of, actually, I don't need to actually do this, or I don't need to do that, or I should do more of this in this time?
Yeah, I think definitely the either the online learning or a podcast or reading something, whatever medium works for you. I think that keeps your brain active, and you definitely need to keep doing that. Not just now that we have loads of time that everyone's like, oh yeah, now I'll start picking up this book or this skill or whatever, but it should be a regular thing. This is going to be interesting, right? Because I don't think we need to work as many hours as we always do. Especially if you make sure that you minimize or rule out your distractions, you can get so much more work done in less time, and then have time for all your distractions afterwards. So again, really focusing things and scheduling, I think that
to work smarter, not harder, isn't it? That's what they say. So now on to something more, let's see, hopeful. What's the first place that you're going to go as soon as you are no longer in lockdown? Now this is in your vicinity, so locally, you know, as soon as you're not allowed, you know, you can go somewhere. Where are you going to go?
Well, it depends if my old hairdresser / barber still operates. That's the first thing I'm doing, because this hair, it definitely needs a cut.
That's a good answer. I think that's the first one we've had. So that's good. It's very practical.
And after that, I can finally go back out to the terraces because I have a decent haircut.
I think that's a good point. And once we are all allowed to travel again, I mean, obviously I know the answer to this question. You're going to go back to Madrid, obviously.
But besides
that, where would you want to go?
Look, it's been cancelled already 3 times. Dominican Republic.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, Sergio, my business partner and friend, is from there. But also we're working on a partnership with a new DMC there, Bonvido. and combined trip of educational as well as discovering the country. That will be definitely the first trip we're taking.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of footage on social media, so I'll keep a lookout for that. That does happen, and I'm sure it will. And yeah, so my last question is, any words of advice for us event profs out there that are pretty much all here in this situation together?
I had to learn this the hard way. Take this as an opportunity. Yes, it's slow. Yes, it's not the pace that we're used to, or in my case, even the pace that we like. But it's a time to really reflect on what's important to you, where do you want to develop, and not just yourself, but also the company. You want to strategize, you want to make sure you improve, and you be ready to bounce back wherever is possible. And yeah, I think it is also a nice time to stay in touch or get back in touch with people that you've lost touch with.
Absolutely.
That's me, what I do personally. I'm lucky that I found my peace of mind back into this situation, because first week was tough, but yeah, it's going into how many days are we in lockdown? Well, educated lockdown, 16. So
16, yeah.
I know certain people have been way worse off than us, but
yeah, absolutely. But
a quick question to you: where are you gonna go?
Where am I gonna go? That's a really good question. So I was supposed to actually fly this weekend to Sri Lanka. And I was gonna have a huge reunion with my best friends that live on the other side of the planet, in Singapore and Australia, as well as with my family. And we were gonna do a huge party for my upcoming birthday. And also obviously see Sri Lanka. So my first place that I'm gonna go as soon as I can is back there to Sri Lanka. Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna do. So thank you for asking. Yeah. And I think it's nice that we all have something, to look forward to and plan, and to keep the travel and event world going, right? Because that's our blood. Thank you so much, Tom, for your time today.
Our
it was
pleasure.
Really awesome chat. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again when all this dust settles, sometime, somewhere. And for the rest of you, thank you for watching my chat with Tom. I'm Sabrina Myers, Hot Hospitality Exchange. Watch out for the next episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. Stay inside, stay positive, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.